Gifts are pointless if you don't open them. Welcome to Come in the Chaos Interfaith Center, where we relish in the celebration of gifts that do not come in boxes. At this time of year, with so many holidays, some behind us already and some before us, many of us experience the cultural ritual of gift giving. And many of the gifts are presented in a box or a gift bag, or as my father used to do, in a brown paper bag. He was never one to want to learn how to wrap a box or use fancy paper or bows. So each Christmas morning, there would be a paper bag under the tree with some little thing from Dad. It was a running joke in our family, but one filled with love and expectation. No matter how the gifts are presented, they're meant to be opened and enjoyed. Leaving a present in its wrapper and placing it in a closet is definitely not the point. There was an episode in a TV show called Monk where Adrian Monk solves a problem too late in his life. He saves a Christmas gift that was from his wife. She thought something was up with a person from her past, and she had made a video telling the whole story. If nothing happened to her, she planned to replace the video with a watch for her husband, Adrian. But if she was killed before Christmas, the video would tell all to her husband and he could solve the mystery. Well, she was murdered, and Adrian, not knowing what was in the present, could never open it. He placed it on a shelf for many years, and when he finally opened it, years after her death, he learned that his wife had had a daughter before they were married and had given her up for adoption. Monk employs his serious detective skills, finds the now adult daughter. They meet, and he sees that she looks just like his dead wife. The two of them strike up a relationship, which becomes a major part of his final being able to heal the loss of his beloved wife. And this could have happened years before, saving him from years of misery if he had only opened the gift. This story could be a metaphor for our own gifts, the talents that we have that are to be opened and shared. Your gifts need to be unveiled. The phrase, don't hide your light under a bushel, appears in the Bible in Matthew 5:15. The direct quote is, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. It means we're to share our inner light, what makes us tick, the things that we can do to create more beauty and more acceptance among one another. If we have the gift of communication or of caring for the elderly or for being a birth doula or for building with stone and brick or for playing the cello, we need to cultivate it and share it. If you have an eye for photography, offer to take photos of a family who won't or can't ever hire a studio to do it. If you have the talent of being an active listener, create a space where friends and strangers alike can share their stories with you. Open and celebrate your gifts. Joan Chittister is a Benedictine sister of Erie and is rather outspoken on topics of justice and equality. I find this quote by her both alarming and comforting. She says, to deny the abilities I've been given, thought, insight, wisdom, analysis, understanding, explanation, persuasion, is a virtual sin against creation. It degrades the virtue of humility to a kind of debased self knowledge. It withholds from the human community the very gifts I've been given freely for its good. Now, as we near the end of a calendar year, we often look forward to newness, to resolving to be better, to do better, to think more deeply in the coming year. And I ask that we pause to reflect evaluate and take stock of what has already happened in our lives. How have I been of service to others in 2024? How many times have I softened the loneliness of illness by a simple text or phone call? How many times have I relieved someone's daily exhaustion by offering a meal or by taking the children for an afternoon? How have I advanced the programs in my community that I believe in? Have I volunteered? Have I sent a check? Have I recruited other volunteers? How have I been the light in another person's life for even a moment? Ask the questions that deserve real, honest answers. What do I do on a daily basis to keep myself whole? For I cannot be of service to others if my own tank is empty. Some answers may include physical care, exercises, clean eating, walking. Some answers may include social care, seeing friends, eating meals with a group, engaging with a stranger now and then to widen my circle. And some answers may include mental care, time for reading, time for doing daily puzzles or taking a vacation, time away from my norm. But the answers of how to keep myself whole that interest me the most today are the spiritual ones. What do I do as a spiritual practice? Daily yoga, regular prayer, writing poetry, writing lyrics, knitting, walking, coloring. There are so many ways to keep ourselves whole. Let's enter the new year with the resolve to stay whole, to not spend too much energy in anger and hatred, because staying healthy and whole allows us to share our gifts, to create more beauty and enjoy the love that's around us. Open your gifts and share them with the world. I close today with a reading from 1927 that I believe still deserves to be heard every now and then. It's by Max Ehrmann and it is called Desiderata, meaning desired. Go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons, they are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself, especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength and spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. But do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be. And whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. Blessings on all.